With everything going on in the world, one has to ask what they can do to prepare for whatever comes next. This is nothing new, and there are millions of people that prepare in ways both small and large every day. But the real question is how effective most of those preps will be, if SHTF. That depends on what apocalypse will actually happen. Some preppers become hyper-focused on a single thing that could end civilization or destroy the supply chain, but the possibilities for world destruction are endless. By hyper-focusing on one specific scenario, they leave themselves vulnerable to all the more likely situations. Peace and stability are the exemption throughout history and not the rule. So if things go to hell and someone asks, when will things get back to normal? I would turn to them and say, this is normal. You've lived your entire life so far in a fairy tale of abundance that your ancestors could only dream about. Almost all of human history is dominated by war, strife, and turmoil. There is nothing unique about our time and nothing unique about us as humans and people. It is highly likely that we will revert to a situation that humanity has found itself in for most of its history. Our stores rely on just-in-time shipments that could be disrupted at any moment. Our food is over-reliant on monocultures, fertilizers, and pesticides. Our global power dynamics are increasingly out of control, and domestically, it becomes increasingly hostile every day. So what preps will actually help if there is an apocalypse? If there is an EMP or solar flare, there is a good chance that your car will never run again. It isn't a simple matter of replacing spark plugs. Most of the vehicle's components are integrated into the car's computers, and they were just turned to scrap. That means unless you have a pre-70s car you specifically hardened for an EMP, you are not likely to get to your bug-out location. You could try to hike, but many people have families, including small children. You would then be forced to choose between a dangerous journey where you can take limited supplies with you, or staying in your city or suburban zone with dwindling supplies where you would quickly become reliant on whatever government power or warlord offered meager support. Water and food are good preps, but they are only useful if you have it where you need it and you can protect it. No matter how you slice this cake, in a survival situation, you will be extremely limited without mobility. Of course, there could be a nuke, and while that would also cause an EMP locally, there is a good chance people outside of the blast zone but in the fallout zone could escape. But then the roads would be packed, and you would have the mother of all traffic jams. The reality of the situation is no amount of goods prepping does you any good unless it is where you physically are or where you end up. No amount of goods in the right place can keep you safe if you spend all of your time preparing with goods and no time preparing your mind or your body. If you are able-bodied but allow yourself to become weak and vulnerable while stockpiling food, water, ammo, and other supplies, then you are not preparing to survive, you are preparing to fail. Just like any project or task, you need physical resources, but those tangible goods are only a starting point. You don't see a software company buy millions of dollars worth of computers and then throw unskilled workers at them and expect a product. They combine their resources with highly educated teams led by experienced individuals who have demonstrated success in the field. The same is true of survival. You need to train your mind and body in order to have a snowball's chance in hell of surviving a dangerous situation, let alone a permanently dangerous reality. Some people take this too far and think that because they are a survival expert, they can survive anything. But I will again use the software analogy. You don't hire experts and then not give them the computers and tools they need for a project. You don't expect them to go out and get those tools for themselves once the project has already been started. If you want a quality product, you bring the resources and team together in the right place to facilitate success. Survival in an emergency situation is no different. You need your people and materials together in order to have a chance of success. And to use the same analogy one more time, it is unwise to expect a single developer to do the job of an entire team. It is unlikely that a single person, no matter how skilled or well supplied, can survive in the wide variety of dangerous situations a collapse would bring. If you really want to prepare, you need to use more than your wallet. Use your body and your mind and build a team of people who have similar goals and know how to help each other through whatever comes next. Other people may work out to look good. I work out to be ready for the apocalypse. We are not the same. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.